stream.
Yeah. Okay, we are about to go live. Actually, we're going live right now.
Cool. Cool.
Are we actually? Are we frozen or are we live? There we are. We are now live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Unofficial Commentary on The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
A movie I do recall seeing in theaters, but it's like at first I liked it a bit more than the first movie, but then as time went on, my opinion soured considerably.
I kind of have sort of the opposite opinion. Like, I hated it a lot at the time, but because it made a bunch of mistakes the previous Spider-Man movies made that it really shouldn't have done, but, you know, we've had far worse since then.
Well, anyway, let's get this started in 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Sony, for reminding us that you made this movie. I'm sure Sony will not remind us throughout this entire goddamn film.
Makes me glad that Disney doesn't own any electronics branches, you know? Because they already shoehorn Disney shit into fucking everything they make. If they owned, like... If they had, like, a TV manufacturer, they'd have Disney TVs in every fucking movie. They'd have Disney computers in every fucking movie. Disney phones, Disney camcorders.
Oh, God.
Like, it's like... have you ever watched, like, a CBS show during, like, from, like, 2007 to 2014-ish?
No.
Okay. No brand on the watch.
Deleting his browser. He's deleting his browser history.
So there was this really obvious Microsoft product placement. They would linger on everything. It was more obvious than the Bing product placement in Spider-Man 1, The Amazing Spider-Man 1. And you fucking well know, that would have been a Sony product placement. There's the briefcase, a Sony product placement if they owned a search engine. Hadn't just partnered with Microsoft for everything they fucking made otherwise. Why didn't you make this fill out the rest of the aspect ratio? Why is he shooting widescreen footage in 2002?
Dad, I found some really weird stuff in your desk.
Oh, God, why? Okay, that's it.
What's all this stuff about making giant, locusts that'll eat the whole world?
Son, you were staying with your aunt and uncle?
How long?
Until Jurassic World 3 comes out.
You're still not over that fact, are you?
No, I am not over that fact.
It's weird how the movie that's viewed as the worst Jurassic movie ends up being one of our favorites.
I fucking love that film. That's great.
Rotten Tomatoes can suck it. Oh, God, a Sony laptop. It begins, Alex.
Yeah.
It begins. Oh, take a drink every time we see a Sony product placement in this movie. Translation, it'll never be okay. Because you both are about to fucking die. It's a superhero movie.
Well, one of them is about to fucking die.
Oh, hi there, totally not Hydra agent.
For legal reasons, I am going to be known as an agent of Octopus.
Oh my, what
I do
Uh,
not work for one Dr. Otto Octavius.
I have
I
a
must
question. What exactly did he do to that other guy to get that much blood on his hands?
Well, I would really like to know that, because
But
why was there a gun in there?
exactly where a passenger could just reach it. Why would the bathroom lock on the outside? That
It
makes
wouldn't.
that
Why
makes that makes no fucking sense.
Why is there a parachute in there?
Di- No, wait, I know who this guy is.
He's he?
He's a relative of Bob.
Agent of Not Hydra.
Oh, she's dead.
Mary!
All right, now
Mary,
take
Mary,
the gun
quite
and shoot
contrary.
him. Take the gun and shoot him.
And at this point in time, it is a very bad idea to shoot a gun in an enclosed space like this. But, you know, I'd have my arms around his neck until his heart stopped beating, you know?
What exactly is on that?
Things and stuff.
And now all of a sudden the pilot.
The pilot's corpse decides to lean forward, and we're about to reenact a fight scene from a. I can't remember what movie that was with the fight scene on the plane.
I think Bourne.
One of the Bourne films, probably.
Yeah, that was actually pointed out by Marcus in his review. Oh.
Helen Parr's plane is going down somewhere close by. Because I do believe that is the same model of plane.
Actually, no.
That was not supposed to be taken seriously, Kevin.
Yeah, but here's the thing: The Incredibles takes place during the Cold War era. So,
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah, your thing could not happen, and at this point in time, yep, they're like, yep, we're in a superhero movie, all right, we're dying.
They are both definitely dead. Richard Parker isn't going to get out of here and show up in the alternate ending to this film or anything.
God damn it, that's stupid. Oh, look, it's objectively the best live-action Spider-Man suit.
And one of the greatest Spider-Man theme songs.
And also that spider ass.
I would love to know if Tom Holland was actually talking about one of the Spider-Men when he said that one of the Spider-Men was wearing a fake ass, or if he was talking about one of the stuntmen.
Probably one of the stuntmen. Because here's the sad thing. All three Spider-Man actors have an actual ass compared to Brie Larson.
An Oscorp truck carrying kryptonite has been hijacked by a very not Russian man putting on a Russian accent.
Alessi Sestevec, played by Paul Giamatti, who was not told that this was not a cartoon.
I like Paul Giamatti.
He doesn't even sport a Russian
by
accent. He doesn't even sport a Russian accent in this movie.
He actually does. It's just not a very good one.
No, we hear it more at the end of the film.
Yeah.
Hello, pedestrians. I am Spider-Man. I have to wonder if for or a plot for either our Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man 3, we'd end up having this chase scene in before, but this would be E.O. Hearn instead. Yeah, that's a really bad Slavic accent.
Yeah. I love Spider-Man just being an absolute troll to his villains.
I have many questions. Why is Jamie Foxx not being charismatic as all hell?
I do like how they work in his future theme song in here. But then again, that's something that
Again, one of my coworkers
and
even
XL are famous for.
Again, one of my coworkers actually, it was like, yeah, no, this was bad casting because Jamie Foxx, come on.
Jamie Foxx can barely ever not be cool. Like,
exactly. You have to actively try to make a.
Oh, they were actively trying. They didn't exactly succeed.
No, they did not. They didn't try hard enough, and there's that massive gap between his teeth, or between his incisors.
But hell, willing suspension of disbelief. I'll fucking.
Alex, why did we put in the Blues Brothers? That's a joke from the from the Screen Junkie Cinema Sins of this video, or this movie. Oh, you mean hands down? How?
Spider stick.
Yeah. Sometimes I keep forgetting Spider-Man and could just stick things to his feet.
This intro,
Spider Sense was not working today.
This intro is peak Spider-Man, though, I have to say.
Where did he keep? Oh God, he held
up his ass.
And
he does have a utility belt underneath that.
There is a bit of a utility belt in the MCU Spider-Man suit, but it's not really, prominent.
The MCU utility belt is fucking awful.
It's Ghost Dad.
Ghost Dad, Way of the Samurai.
Not played by Bill Cosby.
Good God, I hate this so much. I love Dennis Leary. He's one of my favorite comedians, favorite actors in general. The guy's fucking great, but he didn't need to be in this.
And here's the speech that not so subtly foreshadows Gwen's inevitable demise. Don't telegraph your death too hard, Gwen.
Yeah, not even... Everybody knows the fucking ending of this film by now. I hate this. I fucking hate this. Who wants to live forever? Who wants to live forever?
Oh, look, the Daily Bugle.
Unfortunately, J. Jonah Jameson
Spider-Man's a white supremacist.
Unfortunately, J. Jonah Jameson will be not appearing in this film.
Ooh! Yet another reason why this movie sucks. Really, dude? Got a close-up shot of that spider ass. Wow. What a dick.
I've tried to whistle in a spider mask. It doesn't work all that.
That
It
was
doesn't
good.
work all that well, but I can appreciate I can appreciate Peter using it to troll the absolute living shit.
Oh, look, there's Stan Lee.
Hi, Stan. Out of his rogues gallery. Like, we did not have
Hey, I
enough
think I
trolly
know that
Spider-Man
guy.
in the MCU.
Hey, I think I know that guy. Oh, damn. Already breaking that promise so hard.
There are many things I would do for love. Not making out with Gwen Stacy on the graduation platform is not one of them. Also, there's a deleted scene of Flash talking to Peter and Gwen, and it was a great scene. It showed like Flash is around. He's like grown out of being an asshole.
And we'll get
We
to
couldn't have
MCU's
character
Flash.
development.
And we'll get to MCU's version of Flash Thompson. And when we get to Phase 3, yay.
It's not like
Yeah, I wish. But unfortunately, they were killed by Bob, Agent of Hydra.
it's kind of incredibly unfortunate that this film got as fucked up as it was. Because for those of you who for those of you who don't know, this film was kind of a proto Justice League.
Take another
Oh my
drink.
god, it's a Sony Xperia.
We got 3 drinks in.
So a bunch of stuff got cut out of this movie. A bunch of stuff got added to this film. If you want to take a look at
Ghost
the writers
Dad
list,
2, The Ghostening.
if you want to take a look at the writers list of this film, you will note Alex Kurtzman and Robert Orci.
How do you
And,
feel about... How did you feel about Ghost Dad 2, The Ghostening?
I don't like it.
Yeah, Ghost Dad 1 was the only good one. And it wasn't even really that good. I'll be honest.
Yeah, you'll notice Kurtzman and Orci along with a guy named Jeff Pinkner, who's, well, his best film was Venom. Other than that, he's written on this film, The Fifth Wave, and The Dark Tower, which are all just not great films. Jumanji 2 and 3, those are alright, but Venom is like the only good thing he's done.
What about...
He's mostly a TV writer. Works with J.J. Abrams a lot.
Yeah.
But the two guys the two guys who were explicitly hired to ruin this film in post-production by by a certain Amy Pascal.
Fuck Amy
Rad.
Pascal.
Yeah. Amy Pascal, Helen Avi Arad, that are two
And
peas in a fucking pod.
how is Amy Pascal going to do a Spider-Gwen movie when the character she
Gwen
wanted to do a
Stacy was
movie
dead?
on
That's a good question.
dies?
That's a good question. That's the only thing I could think of was that there was going to be a clone saga. Mm-hmm.
We're not supposed to talk about that.
First rule of Clone Saga: don't talk about Clone Saga. Second rule of Clone Saga: don't talk about Clone Saga.
Second rule's same as the first.
But yeah,
I want you to
so
fuck me right
after-
in the pussy. What?
Yeah, so-
what?
After The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was done filming, and they had a rough draft of the movie, Sony sent the film back for reshoots.
Yay, our favorite thing.
Yeah,
Whoa.
stuff to add in more shit. And basically Kurtzman and Orchie were brought in to ruin James Vanderbilt's script. And they did so much that James Vanderbilt, his script for this film was barely even used. The screenplay credit is exclusively to Kurtzman, Orchie, and Pinkner, while Vanderbilt is relegated to the story credit. Even though Vanderbilt, being the guy who wrote most of the best stuff from the first movie, would have been the guy to work with on this, Go back for reshoots.
Yeah. This is why I'm thankful that in our version we're not killing off George Stacy.
Yeah, or Gwen, spoiler warning.
Yeah. How many... I feel like this movie is really...
Again, anybody could
really
figure out you're probably not going to do that, but yeah.
I feel like this movie really likes to showcase shots of the spider ass. Wow, yeah. Those douchebags really...
Yeah, they fucked up a lot of stuff in editing for this movie. Like, this is around the time that Sony, I think, fired all of their really good editors. And, it's the last Sony film that has great sound design for a long time. But, Sony was going through some problems at the time, because they released this and a bunch of...
Did he fight a chicken? Did he fight a fish?
Why did he bring a, Why did you bring the fish back, Peter? Yeah, there's some really good scenes at the start of the film.
I'm Spider-Man and I've got a really bad cold. He's a goddamn menace. I'm sure
this film has a bunch of really good scenes in it.
Alex, why is Spider-Man spider stalking Gwen?
Because if he regular stalked her, he wouldn't be able to stay up on top of buildings.
Help, he's got people to save.
Yeah, they took the film back for reshoots to, so they could ruin it, basically. And, it was a prototypical version of what happened to Zack Snyder's Justice League. Because Warner Brothers would go to largely the same efforts that Sony did to this.
How clingy was the top half of his suit if he was not able to get it off?
I don't know.
No, I'm fine.
Gwen and I were,
Oh, God, that New York accent. It's even worse here than it was in the first movie.
A lot of that is probably ADR, because there's a particularly infamous piece of ADR later in the film.
Of course there is.
But, yeah, so...
Look, I get that...
Have you ever watched the deleted scenes for this movie?
No.
You should. There are a bunch of really good ones. There's a bunch of ones that tidy up the narrative a
Meanwhile,
lot. Kind of like the ones from
Alex,
Spider-Man 3.
why have we? Why is one of the coolest, most charismatic men on planet Earth simping for Spider-Man?
Why? He reminds me of me when I was like 5.
I sincerely doubt someone as charming as the level of swagger
Hey,
as Jamie Foxx has would
there's
simp for Spider-Man.
there's a I can't remember if it's a deleted scene or if it's actually in the movie. There's a deleted scene where yeah. So I think it is a deleted scene. Around this time where he talks to his mother and he has like one of these weird Joker-ish fantasies about ranting to her about something. And he says, I should be singing hooks for famous rappers. And guess what Jamie Foxx does in real life?
Sings hooks for rappers.
Yeah, he like sings hooks for Kanye West and Jay-Z and stuff like that. And they cut that scene out. Oh no, like it's kind of cringeworthy, but it serves to
Harvey Dent.
yeah, it serves to demonstrate his character quite well.
Why
and
is Aunt May taking too many jobs at once?
to try and support her family, I guess.
I get that. You know what Spectacular ended up doing?
What?
Basically, Spider-Man. Basically, Peter was willing to, lend part of his paycheck to Aunt May.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It's real.
1961, referencing, I believe that was the first year Spider-Man appeared, right?
Yes.
Nope, 1962. Although 1961 was the first issue of Amazing Fantasy.
She's really making it clear. You know, some part of me kind of imagine in our Aunt May just like walking when Peter's just like in the like in Spider-Man Homecoming and she sees Peter with the mask off, she's like, Peter? You're Spider-Man? And he's like, oh no. He's like,
That makes too much sense. Holy shit.
What?
That just, I don't know, I was like continuing the riff.
Again, this is why we're not having him look like Jamie Foxx in our version, because again, too charming. Even when he looks like a fucking geek. How?
This guy looks more like Clark Kent than Peter Parker.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Gwen. Yet another thing I'm not a big fan of in this movie. It's like,
This
Gwen,
is a little bit, yeah, this is a little bit weird.
yeah,
It's about to get
Gwen.
a little bit weird.
Like, I get that there's coincidences, but this is a bit much. Know what I mean?
Max, you should shave your head. You'd look way better.
I mean, hell, he does look way better in No Way Home.
Yeah.
Well, you gonna look like I ate butt ass naked? I am.
You know what you could do? You could, be honest and Not be a fucking tool.
And and
I do like how Gwen is just like, wow, this guy's fucking weird.
yep. Yeah, and then we're gonna have a similar elevator meeting with one of the worst villains, or the worst characters in this movie, played by Dane DeHaan. Speaking of which, there he is.
Hi, Harry.
In all of his not emo Peter glory. What the fuck? Harry looks like a fucking tool.
And unfortunately, Norman Osborn will not be being played by
Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, he's played by some fucker who nobody cares about. That's why no one will remember his name.
Yep. And they have to make up this bullshit virus. You're not Willem Dafoe, and you're not James Franco. Touche. I imagine that I'd die impaled on my glider.
Exposition, hush it up, ASAP. Yeah, it was fucking Maker's Mark.
Alex,
Yeah.
he's played by Chris Cooper.
Chris Cooper. I actually know that name. I can't remember who that is, though. And because Norman Osborn dies in this movie, well...
He's in The Bourne Identity.
That would be what
Also
I would know him from. He's also in The Patriot.
And in The Muppets. And in American Beauty.
It's The Muppet Show! Try to guess who came up with this idea. I'm betting it was Kurtzman and Archie.
I doubt that's a real virus.
Probably not. It is a comic book movie, so it doesn't matter, but it's not good.
It's bullshit.
Excuse me?
First it'll start at your pubes, Harry. Then it will go all the way to your head. Oh, what the fuck are these nails? Ugh.
Trying to make him look like a goblin.
My precious. The precious will be mine.
Nobody gives a shit.
I apologize for my crude joke there. Though I'm sure you've made worse.
Yeah.
And finally, Peter does the realistic thing and, not use Bing. Oh, speaking of which, we need
to like find J.K. Simmons at a convention or something and get him to dub over this scene, and then I'll edit it into the film, and
there has to be a convention.
A definitive edition of this movie.
We need to find out if he's going to be at a convention near either of us. Unfortunately,
Like how Norman Osborn is has never appeared in this movie series beforehand, but you know, his face was completely obscured in the previous movie, and now we can actually see him. It's almost like you should have cast Willem Dafoe earlier.
oh goody. Why? What an asshole. Electric eels don't give off actual electricity.
Well, nobody actually. I'll bet you it's like the science consultants on Ghostbusters. They just didn't listen to them.
No, they didn't. And they try to tell a guy who's watched Animal Planet enough times. They don't generate that level of electricity. They just, you know.
Well, they are engineering shit here, so.
Yeah, they could just be. Are you fucking kidding me? Wow, Oscorp
Dude,
really
just
hates
fucking wait. Call OSHA. Do something, dude.
Or better yet,
Don't
these people.
Yeah, I was
these
gonna say,
people-
better yet, don't do fucking anything.
Just tell them that the guy wanted to
Why
come
is-
down here, wanted to turn off the power, didn't want to do that, so I didn't want to risk myself.
You also
Now
have
let
your
go.
hands on plastic, so
Let
there's
go.
absolutely
Let go.
He has his
You
hands on-
dumb fuck. You
Those
colossal
cords were
dumb
plastic.
fuck.
Those cords were plastic. He had his hands on the plastic couplers. There's no
Oh
way in hell.
god.
Oh, my
God,
god, he's about to become
What the-
Electric Eel Man. The lightning
No.
fixed his teeth.
That's stupid.
Have you ever seen The Flash episode 1?
I've seen yes.
The lightning gave me abs.
That's stupid. That's fucking stupid. Is Dane DeHaan actually from New York?
I don't know where he's from.
Time to Google.
Yes, he is American, but he's from Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Close enough. That's north enough.
Probably best known for that song by Billy Joel.
And here's the thing. He has a better New York accent than our protagonist.
Nah.
It's Mr. Osborn to you, motherfucker. See, James Franco had actual charisma and didn't look like a fucking tool. And you know, wasn't
This is not the secretary from the last film, but I was convinced that it was.
why is Black Cat the secretary?
That's a damn good question. I don't know.
But Felicia doesn't Felicia have white hair?
I mean, I certainly thought so.
How did you feel about her sultry voice in Spectacular Spider-Man?
I mistook her for Mary Jane at first. I
I
thought
understand.
I
I
thought it was the
understand.
same actress, and
I instantly understand and the confusion since both of them have worn the black cat suit in one comic panel. Spider-Man
at the
Peter
same
thought he was
time.
yes, Peter thought he was having the dream again. He's like, okay, be gentle. Oh, and he just sits there, lets it happen. They're like, are you sure about this? She's like, yeah. Um, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. I have to imagine Peter had one hell of a threesome. Oh, the spider harem.
Which was a thing in Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh, God. I make up these jokes because they're the jokey jokes. Wow, they're trying to force this chemistry so hard. Like, they do not have the same natural chemistry that that Toby and James Franco had.
That is the widest gap between eyebrows I've ever seen.
What is this dialogue? This dialogue is painful.
It's not painful compared to the MCU Spider-Man.
No.
When I say penis, you say Parker.
That is painful. Okay? I'm talking about dialogue between friends. Alex, I'm talking about dialogue between friends, not dialogue from fucking tools. Peter and Ned in the MCU had more natural chemistry than these two chuckle fucks.
Just
The fuck are you doing, Peter? What?
Well, I'm not soluble in water, and I don't sink like Sonic the fucking Hedgehog, so, you know.
Sonic just comes up for air for a bit, then just raises his middle finger before sinking back in.
Technically, I worked for you for a brief period of time, but,
Well, just... I have to imagine...
this scene is completely dubbed because the water was drowning everybody out.
Alex?
Probably why.
What was with that transition?
Sony hates you.
Alex, I know you're gonna give me some flack for this, but I feel like the MCU Spider-Man had better transitions than this.
Disney was working on the editing for that a little bit, so... eh.
Oh, you know, I could bench a bus. Why is their conversation being recorded?
Because, well, we're not actually going to get an explanation, but Oscorp was keeping tails on
Tabs?
no.
Peter, there is enough of a spider bulge right there to suggest that there's a penis and two testicles.
It is known as the super schlong.
And then there's also the fact that there's no breasts around the chest.
So unless it's a spider robot... who used to be a...
Oh, God, I gotta take another drink.
Oh. He used to be another, he used to be an overly ambitious electrician in the in the comics.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
You remember when I said that doing the Spider-Man movies was a good idea?
Vaguely, yes.
I think I might have been drunk.
Are you drunk now?
I mean, I took 5 shots after the amount of Sony product placement in this movie. So,
Yeah, this
maybe.
scene originally had somebody else in it.
What is with the editing?
Well, this scene is one of many that got chopped to fucking hell.
And you wonder why I hate this fucking movie. I'll take any of the MCU Spider-Man films over.
I won't. I will never.
You're too soft. You're
People
way too
usually-
soft.
On this film or in general?
On this
Because knowing
film.
knowing what came later, I'm perfectly happy being a little bit soft on this.
We got into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse is the only good Spider-Man film to come out since then until
What
No
a
Way Home.
fucking asshole. Wow, Peter, causing property damage. You fucker.
What's collateral damage again?
He doesn't give a fuck about that so long as he gets the nookie.
Who did it all for the nookie?
You don't do it all for the pussy.
Fuck her riding the pussy.
Please tell me there's no more Sony product placements in this movie.
We're gonna see way more.
I feel like I might die of alcohol poisoning.
From
Clear.
5 shots?
It's very strong. Really strong.
What the fuck are you drinking?
Let's see.
You don't know anything about alcohol, do you?
No, I know plenty. That laugh was fucking terrible.
I think it was supposed to be terrible.
Alex, what happened?
Horrible editing.
No. What happened? Did I say weird things again?
Yes, you did. But that's
What
all you say. That's
What?
all I say.
But I mean weirder than usual. Like,
No.
did I sound off?
No.
What do you mean? Oh, great. The car alarms are going off.
At least they put a effort to making it look like they're going off, unlike Spider-Man 2.
Oh, great. Oh, great. Turn into Cole all from Infamous.
Cole McGrath from Infamous, one of the famous icons of video games, though Sony will just flat out not acknowledge anymore. It's not like...
He died in the canonical good ending because a lot of people love the good endings for Infamous.
The Infamous games are fucking great, and Sony... They released Second Son, and,
That was it.
yeah, no 4K collection, no nothing, just
You want to know, and you want to know why the good endings for Infamous are canon?
Because one leads into the other?
No, because Sucker Punch actually wanted to see how many people would choose the bad ending.
Huh.
No. How many times could you imagine our version in a Blue Beetle just like seeing Peter just running out of Tony's pizza? Oh, with a whole bungee cord full of pizza boxes, and he's just like,
Peter, do you not make enough from your action figure sales?
what?
You remember the action figures from like fucking Luke Cage, right?
No.
Did you ever watch Luke Cage?
I haven't gotten the chance.
No, there were like official Avengers action figures in Luke Cage.
You know, some part of me kind of imagine like Jaime always wanting to go to Oxford, or always wanting to go to New York for engineering, and then coming back to El Paso to help out with his dad's garage. And then, but then of course he just ends up doing it anyway to keep his family safe, due to the events of his graduation, publicly leaking out his secret identity. Except to those who didn't even pay attention. They're like, hey, I heard this guy was a superhero. I'm like, nah, that's bullshit. You know what I mean? Now we're in Times Square and I saw the Mickey Mouse. And Baskin Robbins. Alex, I get the distinct impression that one Paul Rudd will be found. Peter.
Leaves his fucking Converse right where they sit.
I really need that good shit.
I know who we need to send after Ezra Miller.
Who?
There's only one guy who can beat the Flash. It's the guy who eats all the electricity.
I just kind of imagine this scene, but in the cool Electro suit from Spectacular.
That is a neat little suit.
I'm sorry, I love that suit too much. You can. Oh God, sorry, product placement again. Oh my God, I'm on TV.
Sony TV camera.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I'm on TV. Kind of like the hey, what's that one sign up at Times Square? What is that? Who's that? That ain't me.
Oh God, there's more Disney.
That's fucking hell, that's War Machine, isn't it? That's racist. Not every black guy looks the same. Kevin?
What?
Look at the stream.
What?
Look at the stream.
I am looking at it. God damn it, Alex!
I was wondering how long it'd take you to notice.
God damn it! fucker. Uh,
Well, you're kind of bluer than you were last time.
and remember, he thought that Spider-Man was black.
Well, you kind of don't look the same.
Oh my god.
NYPD's about to fuck this up.
See, Spectacular did this so much better. You could definitely tell that the people who watched this movie, or who made this movie, watched that show.
Yeah.
Like, there were so many signs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not surprising at all that, Kurtzman and Archie, king of adding contrived bullshit to otherwise sensible plots.
See, like I said, Spectacular did this so much better because it was actually Peter's own fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, I do like the little note of the web shooter fucking up there.
Yeah.
Him having to improvise as later on because of that.
Wow, what a bunch of assholes.
This film, and the previous film, let's be perfectly honest, I'd love to see the director's cuts of them. Like, give Mark Webb, like, full,
there was Mickey
editorial
D's.
approval. I want to see what he'd come up with.
Hey, Peter. So this soundtrack was done by Hans Zimmer, Tom Holkenberg, and the other members of the Magnificent Seven.
Magnificent Six, yes.
Six. Okay.
Shame they didn't call them the Spectacular Six, because that would have actually been kind of funny.
Okay, yeah, that's a neat little slow-mo bit. And where Peter is trying to deduce how he...
Yeah, I remember watching the commentary for this, and they talk about how much effort it took to set all of this stuff up, and how all of the extras were, like, posed perfectly. That's the Verizon Can You Hear Me Now guy in the glasses, by the way.
Oh, if only he got electrocuted.
Why?
I mean, so we don't have to hear Can You Hear Me Now?
Oh, yeah.
How did you feel about Crispin Freeman as the voice of Max Dillon?
It sounds like Electric Alucard if he were doing an impression of Shadow the Hedgehog.
But he sounds more like an actual... But at first he sounded more like an actual nerd, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, Freeman could definitely do the nerd part a bit better than Jamie Foxx, but that's mostly based on direction.
Yeah.
Oh, God, dubstep. It's everywhere, Alex.
I do still really like this score. Even with all that.
Blu-ray, no. Not the Jersey Boys.
The way they use the music in this movie is just perfect.
Yes. Oh, Spider-Man is just fucking around again. Is this really a good time for him to be dicking around? No, sir, it's not. Peter,
Reference to
why?
Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. The toy line, not the TV show.
Really, Peter? You had to dick around with this guy when people were dying? You were trying to help him.
All the good shit we've got here, honey. We could, you know, stay around here and maybe you could get your spine snapped at the end of a web line after being thrown off of something high by a green goblin.
Are Andrew's abs just non-existent?
No, it's the lighting in that shot.
I was going to say, because, again, even Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland had very visible abs.
Although they did go back for reshoots, so it's entirely possible that he wasn't as
As
dehydrated.
muscular?
Well, dehydrated enough, I was gonna say, because you can get you can create like ab definition and by dehydrating yourself.
Well, now he's got to make another web shooter.
And usually you don't want to do that,
And
especially
and
in
then we
any
get
line of work.
And then we
where
get the
you're
reason
talking
why. And then we get the reason why Cosmonaut Marcus did not see this movie in theater. There's this song.
This song got my original commentary track for the movie taken down off of YouTube.
Gone, 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 I believe is the name of the song.
Yeah.
Oh, God. The song isn't... The song... I definitely gotta agree with Marcus on this one. That song is...
Spider-Man, Peter has fucking classic rock merch all over his goddamn room. Could you not play, like the Ramones, or Guns N' Roses, or the Rolling Stones, or the fucking Beatles?
What type of music do you think Tom Holland is into?
I have no fucking idea. You know what you could have done? You could have, like said, hey, AC/DC, do you mind recording a new song for us?
Peter's turned into that one meme guy.
Just fucking.
You know which meme guy I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Hide the Pain, Harold.
Yes. He's like, you see all this? It makes sense. Oh God.
God. We've got contrived movie bullshit by the guys who wrote the Transformers movies and also the worst, and I do mean worst, Star Trek shows.
Stupid.
It looked better in the... It looked way better in the fucking...
Did you see, like, the old design that Sam Raimi had for Green Goblin? I'm like, that design looks alright, but I do prefer the...
way better.
Yeah, I prefer the actual suit in the movie.
Could you not have, like, gotten Captain Disillusion or something?
How many views did he buy Because there's no way he got that many views with 2 subscribers.
Why is it a 30-second video? Could you not have... Just get Captain Disillusion to make a fucking video. I'm sure you could do it. I have a diving mask like that.
Oh my god.
Just gotta borrow that from one of my cosplays that I used down at the medieval fair.
Oh. Okay, yeah, that's actually a Peter Parker thing. Yep.
That is my exact Swiss Army knife. I have that exact model of Swiss Army knife.
I'm sure you saw Zeno Robinson and being pissed off over the Miles Morales thing.
In this movie, or oh, you're talking about
The comic.
Oh yeah.
I told him, "Don't worry, Zeno. A couple of friends of mine and I are
I saw
gonna rip that comic to shreds next week." It helps that I know what they're... Alex, why?
Why what?
Why do you like Sonic 06?
Oh, we're not supposed to be on Twitter right now. We're supposed to be... I say that as I posted that tweet while we were watching the fucking movie, but, yeah. There's been a chunk cut out of this scene, by the way.
Yep. Oh, look, the Daily Bugle.
First clear photograph of Spider-Man. I don't believe that. We saw clear photographs of Spider-Man in the last fucking movie.
Give me a sec, I'll be right back.
Alrighty then. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Boy, self-heal. How did you come to that conclusion, Harry? Harry? Bro. Mi bucko, how did you come to that conclusion? Okay, buddy. Let's fucking test it out, bro. You know what I'd have done in this circumstance? I would have just said, fuck it. Take it. Let's see what fucking happens, buddy. See, my problem with this is, like, if my best friend came to me and said, like, hey, I need, like, Spider-Man's blood so that I can not die. And it was like, okay, fine. It was like, roll up my sleeve, here we go.
Okay,
Just like, fucking do it. It doesn't matter. Like, what the fuck is he gonna do? Seriously.
Search blocked. You've been blocked off of social media.
Like, honestly, fucking seriously. If you just told him you were Spider-Man, and it's like, hey, you know, the blood thing might not work. I'm just telling you. And it's like, you know, fair enough, but I've got to try. I'm going to die a painful death one way or another. Or, you know, this conflict in the movie goes away.
Like every other interesting conflict that was added.
Yeah, interesting. Calling this an interesting conflict is a stretch, don't you think, buddy?
Yes. Would you say that's a stretch further than Plastic Man?
Yeah, stretch further than Armstrong.
No. Stretch further than elongated man,
Yes.
or even better, a stretch further than Mr. Fantastic. How many superheroes in comics have the same fucking powers?
Kamala Khan. A lot. A fucking lot.
God. This is cringe. This is fucking cringe.
So,
this
honey.
is real.
So, honey, what are we gonna do in the closet?
Do like they do on the Discovery Channel?
Are we gonna start singing the R. Kelly song or the Michael Jackson song? One of those.
Michael Jackson. Well,
One of
Michael
those
Jackson,
people
because the other.
is a convicted sex offender, and at this point in time, you wouldn't believe who.
R. Kelly?
Yes, R. Kelly. R. Kelly.
Peter, you're the one
R.
saying R. Kelly.
R. Kelly likes to pee on people.
So yeah, they just set the Michael Jackson tune and they are like making out in a very steamy and very passionate moment, and just to hide
Harry
from them,
just steps on by as like, hey guys, what you doing in there?
they're like, go away. We're practically naked. I'm about to penetrate her.
We're trying to make the next generation of spider people here.
Go away, shoo.
So, fun fact, I read because this was back in 2014, and I read there was, I went looking for fix after the end of this film, right?
Right.
Because I was desperate. I wanted something, anything, that would unfuck the travesty that is the ending of this movie. And, yeah, I better hope they don't have security cameras here. Yeah, I found a,
Well, at least this
I love
actually
this
worked.
scene, too. I found a fic. And do you want to know how Gwen survived her...
How?
Sexually transmitted spider powers.
Alex? How many
Yeah?
times have I said that I swear I was fucking kidding?
Yeah.
How many times have I said that?
Quite a few. I
I
never
know
went
you-
back to see if that fic ever came to any kind of conclusion. After
I'm
that.
sure if I find it off of TV tropes, I'll let you know.
Oh yeah.
And then thankfully we're not going to make that joke. We're not going to make that a reality in our thing. No, they may have Nookie, but they're not going to
Better than-
transmit spider powers, and Jaime is certainly not going to transmit beetle powers into MJ.
Better than sexually transmitted radiation.
Is he strong? Listen, bud. He's got radio. Listen, chum. He's got radioactive. I had a near-death experience there. Why? Why? Just why? Why is Herr Doctor here German?
I think
Just
he
why?
might have been supposed to be a version of Dr. Otto Octavius,
But
Based
that does not work.
based on those goggles.
But that does not work.
Oh no, that is Kafka, not Octavius, but
Why does he not look like a clown?
Character from Final Fantasy VI, right?
Yeah, he's the main villain.
Oh, Kefka. That's Kefka.
I know.
Not Kafka.
That's the joke. Love how the subtitles had the German Unfly.
I like it when they actually spell out accents in text rather than.
Some people, I've noticed some people don't like it. I'm like, guys, come on.
There are, shall we say, several Star Trek books where they will refuse outright to write out Scotty's accent, and it just loses so much. Because part of the appeal of Scotty's character is that he has this really unique voice.
Hey, Alex, how is he electrocuting Electro with this?
That's a very good question that I don't have an answer for.
Yeah, well, at least there's an actual explanation for how Thor got, quote, electrocuted. Because that's a neurotoxin they used on him.
They still used a zappy effect in the movie.
Still a neurotoxin. And we could actually see blood vessels on Thor.
True. I'm Electro.
No, you're not. You're Jamie Foxx trying to sound like a nerd.
Well, now he's not trying to sound like a nerd.
You know what was what was part of the indication that told me this guy was the doctor was German?
The fact that he constantly speaks like this?
No, it's the fact that he listens to opera music. Because guess what? Because guess what group of guess what group of anti-Semitists is listened to? Oh, Nazi party listened to opera music.
Yeah,
it was a fact pointed out.
Hitler loved fucking opera.
And the Nazis loved to sing the drinking song Das England Lied.
Yeah.
Which, of course, after Helsing became very catchy.
Which has, the fact that the Nazis listened to a lot of... Because not only did they listen to it a lot, they also played it over the loudspeakers at the fucking concentration camps. So, it became this, like, it became indelibly linked, and it's just you create supervillain feelings by having your villain listening to
and meanwhile we have Aunt May going over the fact that going over her struggles while seeing there are some decent scenes in this movie. It's just, what we gotta go through to get to the bullshit.
And the fact that it's surrounded by the bullshit. You can't just have the good scenes in a good movie, can we? Good scenes in good movie? What the fuck do you think this is? A competent film studio. Who isn't going to shit out a shitty Ghostbusters remake? Good God. Sony Pictures fucked up so much between this era. Like, 2013 to 2017-ish, Sony was so fucked.
So basically, what she thought was she basically what she thought Richard or was a money grubber. She didn't know.
Yeah, they told
the
her
actual
that
reason.
Richard Parker was a fucking traitor or some shit, but you know that.
And that will actually clue into where Peter's going to end up going later.
Indeed.
How do you feel about Spectacular Spider-Man's version of Aunt May?
I like her.
She's a very wholesome person.
Yes.
And at the very least, we can composite some traits from the other Aunt Mays into
that's the good thing about having ultimate power over everything and not having to answer to someone like Amy fucking Pascal and Avi Arad.
Oh god, the spider bulge is
Peter,
also prominent.
Take your mask off and tell him what the fuck's going on. I'm
the Hishi,
absolutely sure that he'll give you some benefit of the doubt. He's
underage drinking. Arrest him, Spider-Man.
Mr. Osborn, is that Maker's Mark? I think it is This is the 4K, so I can kind of look and see. Hey, I think it says Mark on that bottle. Take the mask off, Peter. Tell him what's going on.
Funnily enough, in the Hishi version, Harry was able to figure out Peter was Spider-Man in this scene.
Yeah, I remember.
All because Peter didn't use a different voice. It could make you into an 8-legged spider. A man spider, if you will.
Just take the fucking mask off, Peter. Tell him what's going on. Show him what the problem is. It doesn't... Just let it... You don't have to keep a secret from everybody all the time. He's your best friend. This will help so much.
Yeah, this is kind of the benefit of having Jaime's identity outed so that he doesn't have to hide from everybody. You know what I mean?
Good God, Peter.
And since Jaime can't be accused of doing anything morally wrong, like killing Mysterio, we can't have a weird scenario where the public's against him. Yeah, fuck that table.
You're a fraud, Spider-Man, because you won't give me the blood that you have no obligation to give me, and might actually endanger my goddamn life.
Owie.
You know what you could do, Peter? Could have just... Okay, tell Harry about your secret identity. Go to England with Gwen.
Fuck responsibility and fuck great power.
They got crime in England.
Oh yeah, Jack the Ripper.
I'm gonna quote "They got crime in England" so much when we come to Far From Home. Dear fucking God, I hate that movie so much. With the passion of 1,000 dying suns, I wanna punch everybody
Here's a
involved
guy.
in the writing of that script and the production of the film.
Dan
Film
for
had
Dan
approval
for
of
Neo, who follows me on Twitter and hates quite a few of the Snyder movies, actually would agree with you on that statement.
it.
He says that at this movie and Far From Home are fighting over who's
Peter,
the most mid
Peter.
movie.
Peter, shut the fuck up, Peter. Shut the fuck up, Peter. Leave the
Gwen-
goddamn building, Peter.
Gwen, smack him right in the face right fucking now.
My standards have dropped so much since this movie came out.
Maybe standards have dropped because this movie came out.
Maybe.
You know that
I
there
don't
that I am
really
def
know what to say, honestly, because, like, I didn't like this movie a lot when it came out, but I liked it quite a good deal better than the original Spider-Man 2.
That's
I
objectively
didn't
wrong.
like it as much. Like, Spider-Man 3, I was kind of tossing up whether I like Spider-Man 3 or this better. Honestly, at this point, I don't
Spider-Man
like
3.
them as much. I don't like either of them that much anymore.
Spider-Man 3 is objectively better because it has the memes.
Yeah.
This has no memes.
This is a better soundtrack, but it's not as good as it could be because it doesn't reprise.
Look at all those subway tokens.
Yeah, it doesn't reprise it doesn't reprise the awesome leitmotifs from the first movie's score,
Yep.
which is a shame. I wish James
I'm
Horner
sure.
would have worked on this film. It would have been. It would have wound up being his last movie before he died if he had.
Yeah. So, Alex,
Yeah.
do you think that like, I have to wonder. Some part of me is just like thinking that the zookeeper's just all like, so Connors, I see you've tried your formula. You told me that it could work. I did. However, you don't understand why it worked. Bye, Felicia. What?
Which
You would-
doesn't.
You would think
it's
You
not
would
how
think
that-
we would think Richard Parker would have that destroyed as well. That's stupid. That's fucking stupid.
This entire subplot is shit.
And you know what we could have also
Down in
had?
special projects, we will find a bunch of other random bullshit.
Like the fact that they were trying to set up a Sinister Six sequel.
They put off The Amazing Spider-Man 3 to make a Sinister Six movie that they never fucking made.
And it's sad that we may have actually seen in a potential Sinister Six movie through the Spider-Man 2018 game.
And No Way Home.
Yep.
They wound up making a Spider-Man Sinister Six movie, but they did it with 3 different Spider-Men and villains borrowed across 3 iterations of the fucking franchise. This is the tritest bullshit dialogue I've ever heard in my goddamn life. Kurtzman and Orchie, you guys can go to hell.
Except for Peter Parker. You know, you would think that they wouldn't listen to him. Oh yeah, that totally does sound totally. Oh yeah, that's totally. He's someone who isn't plotting anything. They suddenly find Leatherhead in the sewers. There's fighting off Killer Croc.
Yeah, Leatherhead and Killer Croc are fighting in the sewers.
And Leatherhead clearly has the advantage. Because, you know, unlike Waylon Jones, he has actual intelligence.
Yeah.
Waylon's like, I threw a rock at him. It was a big rock. We should have that line at some point in our thing.
Probably.
Come on, it's hilarious. It's by far the most memorable thing about Croc's character.
Well, Peter, you just wasted a perfectly good subway token.
What the fuck? What?
Oh,
Or
my
did he?
God.
The subway's a transformer. What do you think the Autobots would be doing during Death of Superman?
Remember, I had in the outline, I had a showdown, because I lined up several showdowns between Doomsday and different heroes. One of which was Doomsday versus Optimus Prime. So,
I'm sure Optimus gets creamed.
yeah.
Come
Because
on,
if he didn't, there wouldn't be a fucking climax of the fucking story, would there?
Optimus be like, oh,
Wait a second. Somebody has to have been in here. There's no way this is all perfectly immaculate with no dust on here except for these obviously placed spider webs. Sony Triniton monitor. Video file is now in 4:3 despite the fact that it was in 16:9 earlier in the movie. Video playing natively in a computer that's clearly running Windows 98. And now it has some kind of player attached to it. Excuse me. Wait a second, that's fucking Vista. That's fucking Vista down at the bottom.
Oh, God.
How the fuck was there... Why the hell are they... This computer can't be newer than like...
You know what
the early 2000s.
You know what Hishi ended up suggesting?
What?
They suggest...
Excuse me? What?
They suggested that, bullshit.
How did Harry know how to do that?
Yeah, I could...
Allegedly trained guards.
I could kick Dane DeHaan's ass in a real fight. Come on.
I'm sure you could. Dane DeHaan is kind of weedy.
Scrawny?
Yeah. He's 11 years older than me.
Yep. And... Wow, Harry. Really fooling people there.
It's a worse disguise than the ones they used in Jurassic World 3. Where they had the disguises on and then just didn't bother after a while.
Which is why I totally left him. And didn't have this plan to just hide out in this train car until that I hit
I have to
it
protect
down
this
here.
world from the giant world-eating locusts I created. Oh wait.
You're really still not over that, are you?
Like, I only realized that it was the same actor, like, the second or third scene he was in, and I was like, what the fuck?
That lives rent-free in your skull.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a gay old time commentating over that film.
Yes. Let's see, when does the extended cut is coming out on Blu-ray, by the way?
Of what?
Jurassic World 3.
Let me...
Yeah, the box art they're showing on Blu-ray.com has extended edition on it.
I'm Emo Peter from Spider-Man 3.
Didn't even bother color correcting the fucking green screen off of his face. Why does this guy look like Discount Sam Raimi?
Who knows?
That's a great idea. You need me? That's oh dear fucking god, this is... People said the Martha thing was dumb. This is dumber. This is way dumber.
Please, I'm begging you. Please, I'm begging you. Yeah, when I check the Blu-ray thing, it just goes straight to the 4K of Dominion, not a
This is the...
not the doesn't show anything.
It's just the banner there.
I'm just gonna pre-order it.
Yeah, I already pre-ordered it.
Oh, now he comes with convenient spandex shorts.
Because we couldn't have giant blue schlong on the screen. What do you think this is? Watchmen?
Yeah, come on. Dr. Manhattan's
This
dick
definitely isn't Watchmen.
I mean... Gee, I wonder why that is.
And well, I pissed all over your front door. I hope you're happy about that.
What?
I don't know. I was trying to find a riff and nothing came to mind.
No. Peter's just like, what? And I imagine Gwen just be like, "What?"
What? What? And I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Oh dear.
I'll never take a spill of a giant clock tower
Ooh.
for you. No
He
way.
dead.
Wow, that is... Zack
And
Snyder
he
is the blueprint, ladies and gentlemen.
and he can no. Oh, actually, this is the first time these two have actually met.
Where does that
Also,
suit come from?
there's he's now conveniently wearing a full body spandex suit.
I think that might be, pleather. You arrogant retard.
Well, shit, he's dead.
Why did he sound like he was trying to do a good impression of Michelangelo from the Ninja Turtles there?
Mikey, what are you doing in this? Come on, man.
Dude, I
We've
didn't
been
say
over this.
anything. He was just doing an impression of me.
For some reason, I don't believe you. And Raph's like, they said I was the aggressive one.
And they said I was the aggressive one. What the fuck?
Donnie's just becoming more and more passive aggressive.
Do you want to... I suggested to Ben that we do the new Turtles game on Monday.
I haven't gotten my copy yet.
I haven't either, but I want to... I think we should play it. If we do, I'm playing Mikey.
I don't think I have a way of getting it. This is a flimsy setup for the Sinister Six.
Let's see here. Shredder's Revenge. Official website.
Oh, wait, there is PS4 version.
Yeah, there's a Switch, PS4, Xbox, and Steam version.
It comes out on August.
I thought it was already out. Because I was literally playing it today.
Maybe the digital version?
Maybe. Yeah, the digital version is out.
Okay.
Normally I wouldn't advocate for that, but it is a very good game.
Oh my. Fuck did you do to me?
I turned you into the worst villain in Spider-Man history, well, aside from Jose Quesadilla. And Amy Pascal. And Avi Arad.
Oh god.
And everyone who continued the Clone Saga past the 2-year mark.
I did not need to see Dane DeHaan's bare torso.
And,
What? How did that activate this thing?
Good question.
And his hair looks so goddamn ridiculous.
Everything about this is fucking ridiculous. The glider is, I think, the only thing that looks neat.
I ain't even fucking moving. I love you, Gwen. I was gonna be playing Coliseum. I'm on Monday.
We don't have to do it on Monday, but it'd still be it'd be neat to play it soon, you know? Get all of the guys together to play it and just, you know, role play along.
I'm thinking maybe Alex, I'm thinking maybe that what game am I close to finishing? God. Well, we're also doing the Sonic Adventure race on next Monday.
We don't have to do that. We can push that off a little bit. We don't have to be beholden to the schedule, you know?
Alex,
What?
you know what kind of person I am.
Well, I know that, and I am like that too, but I gotta... You know, you gotta take an opportunity when it arises sometimes, and I feel like we could get a whole lot of mileage out of, like, us getting, like, you, me, Ben, and Fran together, and all of us pretending to be different members of the Turtles. And playing the game. I think that'd be really good content. Obviously, I'd be Mikey. You'd probably be Donnie.
Yeah, because as in your head, I am the voice of Donnie.
Ben has to be Leo because Fran is definitely Raph.
You might want to tell him that. And you know, this fight scene has way too much at stake.
Yeah, this is an Avengers level threat.
Like, there's artificially too many stakes in this.
Well, that's Kurtzman and Archie for you. Everything gets amped the fuck up.
Meanwhile, Mysterio would not even qualify as an Avengers level threat because, you know, it's fucking Mysterio.
Yeah, Mysterio. He barely qualifies as a Spider-Man level threat.
There's a reason why even though he's played by Jake Gyllenhaal, he's still kind of a joke villain.
Jake Gyllenhaal, great actor. That role was not exactly the best role for any actor.
Well, someone had to play him.
I'd argue no, nobody had to play that role. They could have written that role better and had it be a different role.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Mysterio is canonically a con artist.
I know. They could have done it better.
I wouldn't really know how they could do it better.
Not pretend that we don't already know Mysterio is the bad guy.
That's impossible. I can barely hear a goddamn thing.
Nobody's gonna be able to figure that out from what you just said.
Oh, that's convenient.
They have such good chemistry.
It's almost like they're an actual couple.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, at least when Far From Home came along, they tried to have established some chemistry between Peter and MJ. Not like she wasn't already low key wanting him in Homecoming. She totally was. Come on, even you could see that.
I want you, and I need you. But there ain't no way I'm ever gonna love. Having flashbacks to the Spider-Man video game now. One of these days I'll capture all those fucking pigeons. My nightmares.
I've captured all those pigeons. You want to know what's funny?
What?
The fact that there's a that there I'm trying to think. The fact that there's a that Yuri Lowenthal has voiced two iconic superheroes in comics. Take a wild guess what other iconic superhero that you like that he voiced.
Captain America?
Just take a guess.
Superman?
Yep. Guess from what show?
Legion of Superheroes.
That's too good a guess.
Yes, we've had this conversation before.
I'm running on repeat.
Well, at least it's not me this time.
He's an okay Superman, still better than Nolan North.
And Adam Baldwin, I fucking love you, buddy. You were shit in Spider-Man Doomsday. Superman Doomsday. Oh,
Spider-Man Doomsday? In what universe is Spider-Man standing a chance against Doomsday?
I know. It's like just, Spider-Man. That's what happened next. That's what happened in The Amazing Spider-Man 3, you know?
Oh god, I hate this song. I hate this bit.
Like after,
Ow! Ow! I hate this song so much. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Ow.
It's like, yeah, after Spider-Man fought the Sinister Six and killed all of his supervillains, he, there was nothing left to cause him any kind of, trouble other than, he was just running around doing, hero shit.
Why is my everything in
and then
so much pain?
And then Oscorp, poked a spaceship that landed somewhere in upstate New York, and a giant rock monster in a green spacesuit destroyed half the city before he had a chance to kill it. He got it to run into a wall and stabbed it in the back with a green rock.
For some reason, I'm just imagining like Spider-Man. Oh, suddenly Ghost Dad 3. Ghost Dad takes Manhattan. How did you feel about Ghost Dad 3, Ghost Dad Takes Manhattan?
That was the worst one.
Exactly! Usually the third one is the worst
And
one.
you know what? It wasn't even shot in Manhattan. It was shot in Vancouver.
Could be worse. Could have been shot in Boston. Look, I like the MCU Spider-Man movies, but even I think that that's stupid.
Why was Sony shooting New York stuff in Boston from like 2015 to 2017? Why?
I don't know.
Like the fucking Ghostbusters remake shot in Boston more than it did New York.
Ugh.
Like New York is really obvious.
So and of course,
And it's really
there's,
obvious when it's not New York, too.
and you know, oh, obviously we're not gonna kill off Max Dillon in our version, and since we need him for the Sinister Six,
I love how Spider-Man is kind of doing what Thor did in Infinity War now.
I think my heart just stopped. I'm going into cardiac arrest now. Gwen.
And I get high on space. I feel funny cars. Drug for me, these lyrics don't make any sense. Oh god. Somebody better call Superman, we're about to have an in-flight collision.
Superman and Superboy just moved the jets out of the way. Thank God. We Asia out here.
Unlike Homelander, who didn't even fucking try.
Homelander doesn't give a shit. He would, you know, some part of me had imagined like an alternate what if scenario where Invincible, and Adam and Eve just saved the plane. And then Homelander,
yeah, I was gonna
just
say, is
casually
like, that would be...
like Invincible holds up the plane while Adam Eve just gets the passengers to safety.
Yeah. Well, I also had an idea like that in mind. And I was like, how would Superman do this? And then I realized, you remember Turning Point Flight? I already did that. Like, that exact scenario to the fucking letter, almost. Except, like, you know, he's not responsible.
No.
He's not responsible, yeah.
Here comes the convoluted. Here comes the convoluted setup to the most emotional bit in this movie.
Yeah, this is
Hello, Harry as Green Goblin. You look like shit.
and he figures out that Peter is Spider-Man and the
just by seeing them in close proximity.
most circuitous possible fashion.
Go fuck yourself, movie. Seriously, go fuck yourself. At least when Vulture figured it out, he used deductive reasoning.
Yeah. If you just cut to credits after
this,
after beating Electro,
we would be fine.
yeah.
But no. Yoink! And thus recreating the night Gwen Stacy died, except minus the bridge.
Yeah, because that'd be too obvious. They already used that in the Sam Raimi movies.
The Superior movies.
Harry is dead.
And he learned from the Joker. Ow. Oh no.
High pumpkin bombs.
Not a good idea, Pete.
Gwen, start climbing down. Please.
I think she does try to start, but see,
Yeah.
but she doesn't get to that that railing.
I like that they have a good use of grappling and the web zipping abilities.
Yeah, I like the use. Yeah, I like the fight choreography. I just wish that there was better reasoning for this.
Peter, you should have been lowering her towards the floor, Peter.
God, I love the music in this scene.
What the fuck is that knife? Speaking as like a resident knife guy, that is a fucking horrible knife.
Yeah.
Granted, I've seen knives like it in real life, but it's still a horrible fucking knife.
Oh, and I love that. Now kick him off and save Gwen. You can kick him off, Peter.
Gwen Stacy, Harry, so you don't have to Gwen Stacy.
And here comes the reason why. And now we're gonna get to the reason why we coined that term. There we go. Like, sadly, this is the best scene in the whole movie. Bar none.
Yeah. It is a quite good scene. It's just the context surround. Why is there a gear from a PS2 game there?
Oh,
this is a $200 million movie. Why was that texture so shit? I actually really like the little like hand reaching out thing. It people give it shit, but it is. I will say this did it better than the comics, because like
yes, because
what killed her in the comics, unspecified bullshit.
And here we actually get why this is objectively better than in the comics, because Peter actually takes off his goddamn mask. Because, you know, we actually get to see the emotions on his face.
Yeah.
We don't get to see him go, no! Oh, here we actually see a genuine moment of weakness. And Andrew Garfield knocks it out of the park with this.
Yes. Hence part of the reason why I wanted to see more.
And Andrew's like to the people who only now want Phantasm 3, where the fuck were you guys?
Can we, Now, why exactly was Gwen supposed to appear in, like, I think it was 5, 6 Spider-Man movies after this?
I think the most emotional I've seen... You know, even Tom Holland does some really good emotional bits for his Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's like we see how he responds to Tony Stark's death. And that was like his mentor just dying right in front of him. I mean, he felt he could have done something about it. Because, you know, that's always something that Peter goes through. He could have been better. Or just anything. And then with Ant-Man No Way Home, that's also a real gut punch. Like, you did not think they were going to kill her off in that movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, the problem with this, like, I predicted from the very beginning, oh, they're not going to put a whole lot of effort into Peter and Gwen Stacy, because Gwen Stacy is just going to die at some point in time, you know? Well, and they're not going to put all that effort in developing the character just to waste all that all of that on a death because, it's just not enough time in the world for that. And then they put the effort in, and then they killed her. And it was like, when I saw this originally, I was like, oh, you fucking bastards.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no, 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 all the way down that clock tower.
Yep. I forget, who is this guy again?
Excuse me. Some guy. The Man in Black.
And there are several things Peter could have done after having gotten over Gwen's death in this movie. He could have, tried to make amends with Harry. He could have, found Uncle Ben's killer.
Where did that plot go, guys? There's also a bunch of scenes shot with Mary Jane Watson that were cut out of this movie. And granted, I appreciate the fact that they cut them out because this film has too many subplots already.
And what do we do instead? We have Peter fight the fucking Rhino.
Add more subplots!
Who might as well have just been saying, I'm in the movie.
Sequel hook for film never getting made, comrade.
That scene at the end when Peter's fighting the Rhino, it's literally in the trailers.
Yep.
But no. They just
people
want
complained
it.
about, this film has 3 villains. And it barely even has 2.
Yeah.
It has 1 villain, then it has another villain tacked on at the end, and then another villain tacked on at the end of that. Each of which has less screen time.
Yeah.
Just have reducing screen time as they go along, and it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah. Why am I sounding like Hishi's Chewbacca?
It would have made a lot of sense if they'd have
Alex, I'm dead serious. If you've seen the Hishi videos for
I've seen all of them.
The Hishi dubs for the Hishi dubs for Star Wars, Chewbacca always goes, yeah.
Now, something that I would have said if I was in charge of this film and couldn't... If they had to hit everything here, I'd have said, okay, but you gotta make the movie 5 hours long.
Oh dear, no one would go see it at that rate.
And then you know what you do at that point? You cut it into 2 films.
Yeah. Ah, God.
Hold on to hope. Because it's like your car keys. If you can't find it, it's always close by.
Oh. Alex, I will take Penis Parker over this trite garbage.
I wouldn't. Because I know what that means. It means having to put up with early Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
So basically when he's learning... Because he was a newbie at acting.
He'd had more experience acting than I had at that point, and
No.
I
It's
don't want to
like
say that I had
no,
that I
Here's
would
the
have been
thing.
better,
It's
but
like
I
he was
wouldn't have
like
sucked that
in
much.
Civil War. He kind of forgot his place in the movie when he was having a conversation with Tony, and Robert Downey is just like I'm gonna have you move. I'm gonna sit down, and I need you to move over there.
Oh yeah.
Or he was he was helping Tom with the whole thing because he was a rookie. I mean, come on, you're surrounded by greatness. As how can you not be flustered?
God,
You know
they
what I
spent
mean?
so much money on scenes that didn't even need to be fucking shot.
What is the?
And they cut out scenes that were necessary for the plot.
Your suit looks like shit.
NYPD can't hit shit, apparently.
Because they attended the Imperial Stormtrooper Marksman Academy.
Yeah.
You dumbasses! This is worse than the Superman movie is with the kid. It's because look at this shit. You are a terrible.
They very clearly didn't even bother putting actual shadows over his face, even though, like, putting together a green screen box in that shape wouldn't have been remotely difficult. Why is there a pimp dressed like
a
Prince?
Pimp? No, he's a pimp named Slickback.
Ah. What the fuck took you so long?
And the stupidest.
Rhino's just, not gonna do anything about this?
You know how Hishy had this resolved? New York actually took him out, and NYPD took him out, and Peter was threatening Batman and with a gun just to make Superman and go back in time. I'll be right there. Just
that
give me
cut
a second.
was completely unnecessary.
This looks lame. This looks fucking lame.
Whacking the missiles out of the way. Hey, with the sewer lid like he's a fucking ninja
And
turtle.
it's over.
Oh, and we'll not see him again until,
No Way Home.
yeah.
3 out of 10.
10 out of 10, best Spider-Man movie ever. No, I'm gonna go for something a bit more realistic. Probably around. Honestly, like 6 out of 10. I gotta say like a 6 out of 10, honestly.
Unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
What?
This film is not a 6 out of 10. It is a 3.
It's not a 3 out of 10. Like, if you want a fucking 3 out of 10, look no further than Spider-Man, Spider-Man Homecoming. If you want a 1 out of 10, look no further than Far From Home.
Those two are 7 and 6 respectively.
They're... Yes, Filler From Home and Spider-Man, we are desperately attempting to recreate that dinner scene from the first film. Those are definitely worthy of scores above a 5.
Yes, they are.
No.
Yes.
No, those films are literal garbage. This is just actual garbage.
What is the difference?
Well, literal garbage is, boy, you are really trying to be fucking Iron Man, ain't ya? Good God. So yeah, literal garbage is actually trash, and actual garbage is just kind of trash.
That analogy makes no sense.
It's not supposed to.
This song is stupid.
Yeah. It's my least favorite song on an
At the
otherwise
very-
great soundtrack.
At the very least, Homecoming and Far From Home had better taste in music at the end of their movies.
Ugh.
What just happened?
Huh. The music fucked up. I love how Peter has all this classic rock shit on his walls, and yet they never play any of those bands' music in the fucking movies.
No. They're trying to redub Crisis Core.
Yeah.
No, it's not necessary at all. It really isn't. Reggie thinks Nintendo should add Wii and GameCube games to its digital library.
Well, no shit, Sherlock.
Can we have Mother 3 on there? Here's what... You can have this. You think I'm gonna run away just because I'm on fire? And then... And Zookeeper... And then... Connor's like... And how could it have possibly worked then? Simple. He had the right genetics. His genes were compatible with that formula. However strange it was. You could never hope to be like the Logan's experiment. And then Connor's like, wait, the Logans? I never mentioned them. I'm still crafting bits in my head.
It's really kind of strange how, like, this film had a score composed by some of the greatest in the entire fucking industry, and then you know, we get these shitty licensed songs. You know, it's not like Pharrell is really fucking good. It's not like Hans Zimmer and Junkie XL have both written fucking amazing music. Hans Zimmer he was part of God, now I can't even remember her, but like Junkie XL has written music with lyrics and shit before.
Well, clearly in their mind, he hasn't.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Hans Zimmer was the keyboardist for the fucking Buggles.
Tim Miller, no.
He's
I'm gonna
buying
go.
milks and muffins. He's buying milks and muffins.
I'm about to go make the worst Terminator movie, and nobody's gonna be able to stop me.
They're like, okay.
Everybody stopped caring about Terminator after the second one. The
They
fuck
say
is Philip
on the poster,
Phillips, anyway?
They say on the poster his greatest battle begins. And I'm like, but No Way Home doesn't come out for 7 more years. Oh, come on! What do you want from me? Would you want to imagine like a scene where Otto Octavius interacts with Raimi Man Otto Octavius?
Sure.
How did this happen to you? I had a neurological disorder that affected my nerves. My body. It started to whittle away to nothing. What about you,
Sony, be moved. I certainly was by the ending of this film. Moved to want to commit violence against a lot of people working for Sony Pictures.
Anyway, so in terms of... So, shall we do Superman or no?
I've kind of got some stuff I gotta do that I put off a little bit because I had to...
Alright.
I had to go to a martial arts related party earlier, so...
Alright, we'll put it off for next time.
Talk to y'all later. Bye now.
Until then, next time on our unofficial commentary, we will be doing Logan,
And then
an infinitely better movie than this.
after that, it's gonna be Man of Steel, right?
Yes, the best Superman movie in live action.
So we're not even gonna get to the Nolan trilogy until after we're like neck deep in the DCEU. Because after Logan, we have Deadpool 2,
Then Dark Phoenix, then New
and
Mutants.
New Mutants, yeah. So we'll be at Wonder Woman by that point.
Yep, and then Zack Snyder's Justice League.
We'll have done Batman Begins by that point.
Mm-hmm.
Unless, of course, you want to work Fan 4 stick in there.
Fuck no.
Okay, we'll leave that for our Fantastic Four things.
That'll probably be next year after we do...
Because there's like 20 fucking Bond movies.
Yep.
And with us alternating between those... You know what? We might just go by Bond, you know?
So we'll do one... So we'll go one Bond on for a couple films, then stop for a while, then go to the next one.
Yeah, because we might... What we'd have to do...
This is kind of why I suggested we take breaks between doing MCU movies, because we'd be stuck doing the MCU for goddamn ever.
Yeah. So, let me see here. There's the TV Casino Royale, then there's Dr. No. So we'd have to do from TV Casino Royale up to Diamonds Are Forever.
That makes sense.
And then stop that, because TV Casino Royale and then the spoof Casino Royale, those were made around the same time, but like one was before Connery, one was contemporary to Connery, and then after that, And then we also have On Her Majesty's Secret Service, which is the only George Lazenby film. And then Connery came back, so we might as well just do that, and then cut it off there. And then we'll do something else, maybe...
Think, man.
I don't fucking know. We'll think about that when we get there, but we'll do something else, and then we'll come back to Roger Moore. Then we could probably lump all of Dalton and Brosnan together, just to.
Okay, so what? Okay,
things
so
out.
what do you suggest we do in between in each of the Bond movies?
Let's see. That's a good question. We could probably start on the Tomorrowverse films and other related standalone DC movies at some point. And
Yeah, we haven't done All Star Superman.
no, we haven't done All Star Superman, and I should find my copy of that. And we could also probably let me see here. Trying to think of any one-offs that we might do in between there, because
Are we no longer live?
no, we're still live. We're still talking.
And let's see.
We should do like Venom and Into the Spider-Verse and stuff like that between the Bond films.
So, Venom, Into the Spider-Verse, Let There Be Carnage, and Morbin Time.
Yes, Mr. Morbin Time himself.
And then between Brosnan films and Daniel Craig.
Yeah, between those... You know what? We could watch the Armor of God movies.
The what now?
Jackie Chan, Armor of God, and Operation Condor. And then that'd be like OC3, whatever the fuck it was called the recent third film that he made.
The what now?
There are... Okay, so... Operation Condor. So... Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, so Operation Condor was a 1986 movie starring Jackie Chan, and then there was a sequel, Armor of God 2, Operation Condor, and then there was a third film, which was called, I think it was called CZ-12. Yeah, CZ-12. All from 2012. So, we could do the Armor of God trilogy, and then we could work on some other stuff. I don't know.
Who joined late?
Hi.
Hi, Jester.
Sorry, you missed it.
It's alright. I was a little bit sleepy anyways. Did you guys hear about, a potential leak that might have happened involving the Switch?
What?
Persona 5.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm just like, don't blue ball me, please. I've been waiting for this shit.
It's never gonna happen.
If it
It'll
does,
be the last game officially released for the Switch.
I'm saying
see.
it might happen. How's everyone's day been?
Oh,
He just finished
good.
commentating on one of the worst Spider-Man movies of all time.
Do you want to see? Hey, go before the stream ends. I want you to because we're still streaming, by the way. Go take a look at the video. Just click on it.
Just notice something very interesting
Yeah.
in the background image.
Click
You'll
on it.
see.
There are a few things you might miss them. You'll probably miss one at first.
Alright, let's see.
What's the other thing I'm supposed to be looking at, Alex?
So, I see... The hell am I supposed to be looking at?
Just run your eyes over the image. See if anything looks out of place.
Silver Surfer, Raiden's dog's brother, let's see. I guess that guy that had the electricity power.
Okay, you're getting warm. Something's out of place here.
The guy with the electricity power is different from how he looks in the movies.
All right. Where are your eyes looking right now? Tell me where you are.
Right side below rents.
Okay. Pan over to the center of the screen and look at Spider-Man's head, then look straight up.
Alright. I'm a bit stupid. You're gonna have to explain something.
It's Don Cheadle's face.
Oh, god damn it, I was hoping you wouldn't tell him.
Don Cheadle's face.
Photoshopped onto Electro
Yeah.
in the center.
Who's Don Cheadle?
He's
War
fucking
Machine.
War Machine, dude.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
I barely pay attention to the characters. I don't give a fuck about who plays them sometimes.
Okay, Alex, is there anything else on here that I should be noticing?
Well, I had to use Content Aware to patch up the holes between the images, because, it just didn't... They didn't line up right.
Okay, but where else am I supposed... else am I supposed to be seeing? Because you mentioned something else here.
Oh, that's it. That's literally it. There's nothing else.
Alright, so tomorrow we'll be doing an EFAP on Cosmonaut Marcus's review of the TASM films. And next Sunday we will be doing a comics reading on one of the most racially insensitive things to happen to Miles Morales. That I'm sure many people are looking forward to.
I'm afraid to even ask what that is.
It's Miles Morales as Thor.
What?
Yes, what if Miles Morales was Thor? I'm not kidding.
Yeah, he's not.
So,